Hi everyone, it's Mariah Russell with A Journey of Beauty. Today I wanted to talk to you a minute about why I call my blog A Journey of Beauty. So my coach and teacher Nino would always remind us that the term job, the word J.O.B, stood for just over broke. And through the work of map training, which I'll talk about in another video, what we were doing is that we were going from just over broke, having jobs, to living our lives as having a journey of beauty. J-O-B, journey of beauty. And I loved that. And there's so many ways that this journey is created. You know, one of them is financially by having the pleasure of doing what makes your soul sing and make money, right? Some of it is through doing things that involve passive income. And a lot of it is about healing your wounds, claiming your shame, coming out and telling your story. It's about taking assessments. It's about really knowing who you are, finding your ground, finding your center, pulling in all of the relationships and medicines and the spirits and the guides that you have chosen to create relationships with in order to create this greatest beauty. And what this greatest beauty is different for every single person. I know what beauty is for me, and I love hearing what beauty is for other people, because what is beautiful for you, what is your passion, what is your drive, what is your desire, that's completely you. And that's what I seek to do in my practices. Help you look through the illusions, look through the shadow, create relationships with it, create names with it, find it, dig deep, get to it, follow that pain deep inside of you, find that story that no longer serves you, find that place, that time where you were betrayed, typically as a child, finding that trauma, whether that was a big trauma or just the little trauma of that one time you got told no, you couldn't have a cookie. You know, there's all, but that it's how we perceive that experience. And then from those traumas, we create shame and we hide from it and we don't tell our stories. And so our entire life becomes our way of protecting ourselves against those things. And so what I do is I help you find what is that trauma? What is that story? What are those beliefs? What are the cognitive distortions that you've developed around those things? What is it that is actually holding you back? And so while I've done a lot of work with law of attraction, I think that law of attraction is amazing. But I find that law of attraction is kind of advanced level practice. We have to start with, why did we manifest and attract the world that we are in right now? Because I created who I am. I created my life. I created the shitty relationships that I've had. I've created absolutely everything. But I have to find how I created that, why I created it, why I thought it was a good idea to create these things that seem so negative and so harmful. And why I've chosen to take those times and to say, I don't want to speak my truth, where I hid from my truth, where I was afraid to tell my story. So once we can kind of get through those base layers, then instead of saying from ego, in a place where I'm hiding from my shame, in a place where I'm coping with my trauma poorly, instead of being in a place where I'm doing this out of my doubt and insecurity and uncertainty, and then this begets our greed and our egotistical nature and all of these things. So instead of visioning the world, envisioning what I think is beauty, envisioning what I want to happen from those places, from those places of imbalance, of lack of harmony, what I have to do is I have to go and I have to clean that up. So then I can just sit and I can be a channel, I can be a conduit, and I can say, okay, spirit, whatever spirit is, whether you believe in a specific God or goddess or spirit or universal power, or maybe it's just your innate inner knowing of you, your inner wisdom, whatever it is that it is. But if you have all of these things clogging you up, then it doesn't matter what kind of white light energy or beautiful authenticity you're trying to bring forth, because it's still being jaded, it's still being manipulated by the shadow. And it's only once we understand what our shadows are, how they're showing up, and we can actually work through them and see them in their depth, that we can then say, I am at a point where I have a clear vision. And this isn't to say that from day one working with me that you won't work on that vision, but it's coming to this understanding of, at this point, your vision is being clouded by all of these other things. So where's the vision? Where do you want to go now? Let's go on that path. Let's get that experience. And once you have that experience, you can continue to shift your vision. You can continue to shift your intention. You can continue to shift your desire as you create relationships with all of these energetics and let go of what is holding you back. And that is how you create this journey of beauty. And the reason it's a journey, because there is no destination. I mean, there's many different destinations. We can talk about goals, oh, I want, the X, Y, or Z type of career, or I want my home life to look like this, or I want to lose 30 pounds, or, I really want to address my leaky gut, or I really want to learn how to live in my fullest when I have a chronic condition like Lyme's disease, or whatever it is, right? So you can still have these goals, but the idea is the journey is the destination. And it's if as you work with me, you will learn that the goals are great, because the goals give us vision, the goals give us destination. However, the lessons are in the journey. And the lessons are in what pulls us to say over here, oh, maybe I want to go over there. Do I really want to go over there? Or is that an illusion? Is that the shadow pulling me over there instead of me staying centered? Or is that actually spirit saying, you're on the wrong path right now. You do need to actually go over there. There's something over there that's going to support you on this journey. And so it's learning to discern between when is shadow asking you and kind of enticing you with the gold and the riches and all of those fancy seductive things, versus when is it spirit saying, hey, I know something you don't. Come over here, come play with me, because this is really on your authentic path, right? And so if we start to learn to see life as a journey, then it's a lot easier also to take ebbs and flows. We don't have to get attached to any one outcome. We don't have to be sad when our expectations don't happen. We let go of these attachments, and then we can authentically say, I am being me, and you are. We can authentically say, I am being me, and you are being you, and I honor and respect you, but that does not intimidate me being me. So often our relationships with people that are difficult come from, well, who you are is confrontational to who I am. What you stand for makes me doubt, makes me shame. It comes up with all these negative emotions. But if I can learn to really just sit and say, this is who I am, and I honor and respect and love exactly who you are, then a lot of that friction and strife in our relationships will start to go away. And so it's just this ongoing, unfolding journey. It's kind of like a fractal. The more I learn about myself, the more I can help my clients. The more my clients learn about themselves, the more I learn from them. And so it's like this play that we get to do together of creating this journey so that you can have freedom. whatever freedom looks like for you. Maybe freedom's financial freedom. Maybe freedom means you've always wanted to go to Antarctica. Maybe freedom looks like time freedom. Maybe freedom looks like the ability to really authentically express who you are without feeling shame, without feeling like other people are telling you how to be. And so that's what I want. That's what I want for all of you, and that's what I help you do, is find that freedom, find that journey, and dance through life with the beauty, with whatever beauty means to you. So thank you so much for tuning in today. Subscribe to my channel, check out my blog below, and if what I've said today resonates with you, I would love to help you walk the path on your journey of beauty. Have a beautiful day.